All right, folks. We apologize for that. Has some update. I had to run over and I had to do take care of. But everything is fine now, of course. And we are back to the subject matter. In the meantime, let's listen to some music. Let's see here. Uh,
JOC. I don't get here for Bokuto. Ain't got time for much of talk. Get my problems, so yeah, where to take my troubles away. And I my head, I just want to let Shisha me touching the go and bring back. I just want to let, yeah. Lava water limo. Happiness naga susuma. You get your own energy. I just want to be happy. Happy, 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 happy. I just want to be happy, 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 happy. I just want to be happy, 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 happy. When I wake up in the morning, praise God, God, make my blessing never stop. It ain't about the money, no, I'm never gonna pick a call. Who got an energy? Yes, to me and my G's, yeah, oh. We shall be happy, oh. And me know I'm always in my lane. I do my hustle and I don't complain. Oh, and I'm not stressing, now I'm blessing, follow me. Happy people everywhere. Yeah. Raise your glasses in the air. I just want to be happy. Happy, 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 happy. I just want to be happy. Of power, you make my heart really talk it loud. My people let me talk. If I go back to my ex, let me then know. But she took my love for granted. Treat me like that, letting me to my ex, thunder fire you. You made me spend my palm on you, and you tell me, say, you promised to stick on me. Oh, you leave me hanging, thunder fire you, and you tell me, say, my journey will be calling. All I was better with your pain. They will cry out and run away. On your wedding day, you tell me, say, my journey will be calling. All I was better with your pain. They will cry out and run away. You're gonna play taking picture. Girl, you are certified, you just become every day. La misma cama so you in a life on coffee. Tell her, hey, my pump 10 crazy. She don't want to kill him and give me hit. Feeling falling for her. Then to pick up for love, they show me there. Feeling catch on my own, tell my whole harbor. And let you guess well. Girl, I measure my heart to show you I love you. See how you chew me like you said fruit. Play me like Scoopy Doo and treat me like stupid fool. She said she might be on Ninkachatu. She left all her play with her PK. She like jealousy, so I want my side. When she asked for I can't fight to chaos. All my people, they're pulling me from my election. All my people, they're pulling me from my election.
All right, folks. So please go ahead and share the show as well. Facebook. Disclaimer on no music, right?
Le canapé anafi, le canati anasi, tiana ro for my abba. Let you be where my heart. Me be few. You marry but I think single. Smart cheese
Facebook.
You
have no copyright.
Like mosquito. I'm single, I'm not searching. Calling for I'm not looking. Knocking for when I open. Knocking for when I open. The way I single now. I enjoy myself, the way I sing on now. Sing mama, I spend it on myself, the way I sing on now. Myself, best I can rest, the way I sing on now. Dream my leg and sleep on myself, the way I sing on now. I enjoy myself, the way I sing on now. Sing mama, I spend it on myself, the way I sing on now. Myself, best I can rest, the way I sing on now. Dream my leg and sleep on myself.
Into pieces, scatter in chocolate into more pieces, to say, and I'm moving chat. In a jehaj, move for inside. Again, get me to fail. Relationship, let no makana team before it can't get me. But see, and I see before I me down for Usuma from more. Sing about choice, join me and go to Miss Joy. And I'm searching for love, nobody can me play me like toy.
And I want nobody to me like my thing for jump. My thing for jump. I'm single, I'm not searching. Calling for, I'm not looking. Knocking for, when I open. Knocking for, when I open. The way I sing on now. I enjoy myself, the way I sing on now. Sing mama, I spend it on myself, the way I sing on now. Myself, best I can rest, the way I sing on now. Dream my leg and sleep on myself, the way I sing on now. I enjoy myself, the way I sing on now. Sing mama, I spend it on myself.
I just wanna pull up in the story, but still let you stay pressure. My whole life was to keep it clean, but still I let you can't touch it. So many fire and I touch my heart too, but yeah, I put saying cool on. I've been there places my heart not pass, but it let me get to on. Huawei, giving Junior Huawei. They want me with half it, I give it for next way. I'm single, I'm not searching. Calling for, I'm not looking. Knocking for, when I open. Knocking for, when I open. The way I sing on now. I enjoy myself, the way I sing on now. Sing mama, I spend it on myself, the way I sing on now. Myself, you best I can
Baby, now want me no go, I will stay with my sugar side. Lady will be my treasure, I got nothing there outside. You, when my song gets out of this really, it's you I will run to, yeah. Oh no, my shawty, with a sexy body, give me butterflies in my tummy. Baby, you look so yummy. Oh my shawty, with a sexy body, give me butterflies in my tummy. Baby, you look so yummy. Oh. Well, I get you running, I'm all in. I want to follow the light. Just my for me and worry no more, cause I really want pepper. Yeah. I never ever let you go, baby. Oh no, hey, yeah. Somebody, oh my baby, you try near me, hey, yeah, somebody, oh my baby, some money, oh, with a sexy body, give me butterflies in my tummy. Baby, you look so yummy. Oh, my shawty. Butterflies in my tummy. Oh, baby, show me just that. Anything you need, forget. You want the money, come here. Come and give me nothing. No time to waste, that girl. You know why I live, mommy. Don't you delay, fan girl. And roll up your
Ford, former director of the Financial Intelligence Agency, Jefferson Kamor, former National Security Advisor, Yanti Tuan, former acting Justice Minister and one-time Solicitor General, D.
All right, so folks, this is, as we know, the court case of Samuel Tway, the former finance minister, and basically we all know how he ended, which of course very, 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 very disappointing. I mean, for me, I am disappointed. You know, not because I hate sedition or I'm a UP, but no. I see, the problem ahead. I see eventually, what's going to happen, what's going to unfold, in basically the future. I mean, we all just have to tell ourselves the truth, whether we believe it or not, whether we accept it or not, is the fact that the other people are going to do what they want to do as well. They are going to pay their debt. They are. So I hope judges, you people, should remember this historical day. You people should remember this fateful day. Some of you guys are still going to be around for sure. I believe that. And you guys shouldn't think tomorrow that you guys going to drag the other people into court and make them pay for whatever they have been accused of tomorrow, because you judges are the very ones who are definitely presiding or presided over this case, and you know what you did, you know what you have done behind closed doors. So, this is historical. We are, by the grace of God, going to remember this, and we still remember this. It's not going to go anywhere. Folks, you can contribute by calling 612-222-0299. You can contribute by calling the number on the screen, 612-222-0299. Sedition, no sedition, I believe that this set a bad precedent for our nation. This is a sad day. It is a sad time. It is a sad time for our country, the future of our country, the future of our generation to come. Someone said that before, they wish we had someone like Jerry Rawlings. Jerry Rawlings. We need a strong hand in that country. You can't say tomorrow that the government never fought. You can't say tomorrow that the government never did her part, because she did. She did. However, this case, whether being won or not, it were all depending on, the court now, between the judges, the lawyers, the courthouse. It was depending on them now. But the government proved that they wanted a resolution. They wanted to come to a conclusion. They proved that they never wanted impunity. They never wanted anyone walking, feeling like they can do anything to Mama Liberia and just, go scot-free, that the country is an elephant meat. What I am worried about, or what we should be worried about, is the future of the country. Is this how people are going to just get away with crimes? People are going to get away with, things that illegal things that they have done, especially when they have connection, especially, they are up there and thing. I mean, that is a huge sum of money. That's not small money there. Let's be honest, to just say, anyone can just take and walk away. Like the journalist said, or the reporter said, that money there could have definitely putting down an infrastructure regarding medical facilities. How many lives that money could have saved in the future. But to just see that money, just go down the drain or be lost like that, it is amazing. I mean, it is something to really, 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 really be bothered about. I'll be honest with you. It is something to be bothered about. If you are not bothered about it, I am. This is no politics. It is our country. It is the future of our children and our children to come. What kind of government system are we running? Especially, you just take into consideration, look at our neighbors around us. Why do you think that those people are taking advantage of us? Why do you think that Guinea can walk over us? And why do you even think by this time Guinea is still sitting on our soil because they feel that we lack, the capability of doing anything about it. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the infrastructure. We don't even have the logistics in order to scare them away. And how do we obtain these things here? Is by serving this country and this great nation diligently, by coming together, being able to put together to build this nation. But everybody is there just stealing their own. Everybody is just there living a corrupt life. Everybody is showing, insincerity. Everybody there is showing lack of, what to say, patriotism, or pretty much not being there for your nation, not seeing, want to see your nation grow. All these kinds of stuff here. These things happening to just this little country here. How are we going to develop? What are we leaving behind for our children and children to come? For our generation to come. How can we solve, disputes between our neighbors and I when we lack the capacity? All these things here, it affects our country. It affects our nation. And these judges sits there and believe that Samuel Tway is innocent because of lack of evidence. If such a case were in America here, I'd be very frank. If it was set for the next 100 years or decades, it would sit there until something tangible enough can prove that Samuel Tway is, a free man, or he's being accused falsely. But if you look at the whole charade, you look at the whole, case itself, you can tell that there's still, unsolved problem. There are still things to dig into, to look into. You can feel it. You can know that there is an unsolved problem. You know that this thing here is not ordinary. You know that you can tell yourself that Liberia is drowning. You can tell that Samuel Tway is not that all innocent. This is nothing for somebody to, be explaining over and over and over and over to you, to myself, and all the stuff there. So the act of even our people, celebrating, being excited, feeling like that they have won. It's like one party, one football team against another football team. They are on a pitch. They are fighting to win. At the end of the day, who score the most goals? That's how this whole thing is going on in this country here. And forgetting, the country, forgetting what it is going to do to the country, what it is going to do to our nation, what it is going to do to our people.
These final arguments began at about 3 p.m. thereabout. The judge gave the jurors their charge. They returned about 7 minutes ago. We are waiting for updates. Radios all across the country carry this live broadcast. Phone screens and television screens in and out of Liberia carrying this particular broadcast. This is a defining day. This is Friday the 8th. Not Friday the 13th, but Friday the 8th. Keep letting us know the quality of the audio. I know you don't want to miss anything. The penalties are hefty. 10 to 20 years on different counts. Restitution, mandatory restitution, fines on different counts. The defense asked the jurors to acquit on all charges, stating that the government had no concrete evidence. The government couldn't point to anywhere that the money went to. The government couldn't produce a piece of footage, anything whatsoever. The government couldn't establish personal enrichment whatsoever. The prosecution said, jail them, find them guilty on all charges. Hand down a guilty verdict on all charges because $6.2 million could have bought a lot of DNA machines. $6.2 million could have helped to improve the healthcare system in the country. They showed no individual who benefited from the money whatsoever. If they acted on presidential orders as they stated, presidential orders according to the Supreme Court, when they are bad, you have the right to resign and not carry out those orders. Both sides of the divide, hearts are pounding, ears are itching to hear. The deafening quiet in the courtroom speaks to the intensity in the air. Samuel Twe, Councillor Yanti Twan, Stanley Ford, and the rest. Their fate hangs in the balance. Jefferson Kamor, and the rest. Moses Cooper making up 5. So the judges, we've been informed that the judge is working on something on the records. So after which the clerk then will hear from the jury if they agree to the verdict. So Judge Usman Fakai is said to be writing something in the records of the court. He's working on something in the records of the court. And after which the clerk will hear from the jury if they all agreed to the verdict. So folks, the gavel again has been hit. We are waiting for more updates. I can hear the sound from as far as I am. That tells you the courtroom is really quiet. The sun is setting on Capitol Hill. It's the sun setting on Samuel Twe and the rest legal battles. It's the sun setting on this very, very landmark corruption case in Liberia. Supporters of Mr. Twe and the rest are scattered all about. We are waiting for more updates from the court, but the key question here is guilty or not guilty. The jury has said they have arrived at guilty or not guilty. That is the question. Let's see if we can get more updates. The courtroom is packed to capacity. Very, very packed to capacity. The LNP making sure the immediate area leading to the entry of the courtroom is well protected. There we see 106 following his boss, 102, making his way back into the courtroom. So they are reading the verdict, folks. The verdict is being read. The verdict is being read. These are separate charges. These are separate charges. So there will be separate verdicts for each. Folks, we can hear the reading ongoing.
So you can contribute, or you can give your opinions by calling this number.
So what we can tell you is the
number is
jury
on the
has reached
screen.
a verdict. That's a fact. The jury again were asked whether the verdict is that verdict, and they said yes in the affirmative. So now the verdict is being read, and we're trying to get for you who's.
You know, the thing is, I can tell you, I can say what I have to say here. It is my, opinion. I could be wrong about it, but each and every one of us do have our opinion. So you are free to put a call through. The number is right on the screen here showing 612-222-0299, and give your opinion to what you anticipate or see about Samuel Tuor case. Do you think what the judges did there was right? Do you even think that the government lost its case against Samuel Tuor? Do you think that Samuel Tuor was the bigger fish, that the government was hoping to end up with, instead of the other two, people that were persecuted, So what do you think? I mean, what's your opinion about Samuel Tuor case? You can call the numbers right here on the screen, 612-222, and give your opinion. But if you agree to the decision, then that's it. I mean, you don't have to call. Yeah, I mean, if you think that whatever decision was made, were right, that's your opinion as well. I mean, we all are Liberians, and everyone being listening to and watch. I spoke on how I felt about this case, and I feel like, sincerely speaking, that this is a trouble for our nation. It is a trouble for our nation. This is not a good sign.
The man who wrote the letter, asking for the FIA's account to be used for this transfer. Councillor Yanti Twine has been found guilty by the whole jury for theft of property. So theft of property, Councillor Yanti Twine has been found guilty. So we're waiting for the next update. We are waiting for the next update. So let us know the quality of the audio. Please do that. Just keep letting us know the quality of the audio. Thank you for your comments. We are awaiting next update from the courtroom. So the verdict is being read by the assistant clerk of court. The jury returned with their verdict. You can hear the gavel being hit again.
And by the way, folks, this same number is used for WhatsApp. So if you are on WhatsApp, you just type in the number 612-222-0299 from outside of the US, and you can, state your opinion on the Samuel Tuor case.
Live
You
updates from within the
can
courtroom.
speak on the
The
Samuel
jury
Tuor
returning
case
with their verdict,
through WhatsApp
and
if you are
we
outside the
will
country.
bring you real-time updates. So the verdict is still being read in criminal Kosi, presided over by Judge Usman Fakai. Councillor Yanti Twine, former acting Minister of Justice, former Solicitor General, Republic of Liberia, has been found guilty by the whole jury for the offense of theft of property. Updates are coming in slow. We have to bring you the information, even though we want to break the news to you in real time, but we have to make sure we give you the proper information. So bear with us, keep sharing the live. We're not going anywhere. We'll remain right here. The officers of the Liberian National Police present here. They forming their shield wall, and they position right before the entrance of the court, and there is another contingent just on my right. So what we've been informed of is they are mentioning the names of the defendants one at a time. So for theft of property, Councillor Yanti Twine has been found guilty by the jury.
Now tell me, folks, why they couldn't just let all of them go? Because can you compare that? I mean, can you really measure that as compared to what they are accusing Samuel Twe of? Why they couldn't just let all of them go? Or is it because maybe those other guys don't have what it takes to bribe those judges or to buy their way out to, like Samuel Twe, you know, in his league of colleagues did? Nah. No, that's not right. This is a sad time for Liberia. A very much sad time for Liberia. But the number to call and give your opinion on the Samuel Twe case is 612-222-0299. Again, 612-222-0299. It's showing right on the screen here, right on Echo Point. So basically, you can give your opinion on the Samuel Twe case. You know, we are still looking to see if this court made the right decision.
Theft of property under the penal law is 15.51. Yanti Twine, former Solicitor General and Acting Justice Minister, guilty for theft of property. Economic sabotage is the first, and Jefferson Camo was not found guilty. Not guilty, Jefferson Camo. Economic sabotage, not guilty. So Jefferson Camo is not guilty on the count of economic sabotage. So Jefferson Camo has been found not guilty on the count of economic sabotage. So the first not guilty verdict, Jefferson Camo, former National Security Advisor to President Weah, has been found not guilty. So if you're hearing us, let us know the quality. What we can do is we can do our best to bring you updates and work on the sound. So Jefferson Camo, the former National Security Advisor to President Weah, has been found not guilty on the charge of economic sabotage. So we move to the next.
Sad time for Liberia.
Jefferson Camo again has been found not guilty for theft of property. 2 not guilty. So the former National Security Advisor, Jefferson Camo, has been found not guilty for economic sabotage and not guilty theft of property. 2 down for Jefferson Camo. He had 4 charges. So 2 down, 2 to go.
What money and connection can I do?
So we will be bringing you all of the updates. So Jefferson Camo is feeling some sort of
relief,
some sort of cool air touching him right now.
He's definitely feeling some sort of relief.
Economic sabotage, Jefferson Camo not guilty. Theft of property, Jefferson Camo
not guilty.
Theft of property, Yanti Twine guilty. Theft of property, Stanley Ford guilty.
Wow.
So we move to the next. Remember, Jefferson Camo testified and said, you know, the FIA wasn't admitted to the National Security Council because they needed an approval and he didn't provide. Money laundering, Jefferson Camo not guilty again. So 3 down for Jefferson Camo.
For Jefferson.
Money laundering, the former National Security Advisor, Jefferson Camo, found not guilty by the
3
jury.
down out of 4. Jefferson Camo. Jefferson Camo.
See the next one. So he has been found not guilty, theft of property, not guilty, economic sabotage, not guilty, money laundering. 3 down for him.
And the big fish, which is Samuel Twe, we
are
already
waiting
know that
for the 4th
he was gone out of
count,
it.
Jefferson Camo.
Wow. Can you imagine?
So we are waiting for the 4th charge.
For Jefferson Camo. Yeah.
Jefferson Camo.
He's going to be not guilty again. He is not guilty again.
So Jefferson Camo, when he spoke, said a lot, made a lot of revelations. So 3 charges.
Down.
Criminal facilitation, he was found guilty. So guilty, Jefferson Camo, criminal facilitation.
Oh, okay.
But not guilty on money laundering, not guilty on economic sabotage,
So
and not guilty
I'm
theft
sure,
of property. So
I mean,
criminal facilitation, Jefferson Camo.
what are they going to do to him
guilty.
for that?
So the former National Security Advisor, Jefferson Camo, 3 counts not guilty, 1 count guilty, the 3 counts. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Money laundering, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. Criminal facilitation, guilty. So 1 guilty verdict for Jefferson Camo, 3 not guilty. So in his testimony, he said a lot. Jefferson Camo, one who said his testimony was pivotal to all of this. So he has only been found guilty for criminal facilitation and criminal conspiracy. So guilty criminal facilitation, guilty criminal conspiracy, Jefferson Camo. So the jurors have said Jefferson Camo facilitated and conspired with the other co-defendants, but did not commit economic sabotage, did not commit theft of property, and also did not commit money laundering. So in essence, they're saying Jefferson Camo knew of the plot, he conspired with them, but he didn't commit economic sabotage.
If he knew of the plot, if they
funds,
can
so he
say
didn't
that
commit
he
theft of
knew of the plot,
and he didn't
so they
commit
are
money laundering.
confirming that it did
So move to
happen.
Moses Cooper,
So then why would they
the former
let
controller at the FIA.
Samuel Twe just walk free
Moses Cooper
because
is
of
now
lack
going
of
to hear
evidence?
his fate.
This is something that they could still put on
Moses
hold.
Cooper will
They could still
now
give chances
hear
for the government to
his fate.
still go on, doing everything possible or possibly
So we are
that they
waiting
can prove their
Or
case.
what would the verdicts be for Moses Cooper, the former controller at the Financial Intelligence Agency? It is alleged by the prosecution that Moses Cooper single-handedly withdrew $500,000 United States dollars. What will be his verdict? Mr. Cooper is listening attentively. His family and friends, supporters likewise are listening attentively. Liberians home and abroad, I'm hearing the gavel being hit. Moses Cooper is not guilty for economic sabotage. Unanimously not guilty for economic sabotage, the former controller of the FIA. So he's not guilty. Unanimously, economic sabotage for Moses Cooper, not guilty. So we are waiting for the next counts. So Moses Cooper unanimously found not guilty by the jurors. Second count, we are waiting for. So folks, wherever it is you're watching us from, this is Spoon TV. My name is Diamond Slanger. It's the 8th day of May 2026. The heat from the sun this morning and afternoon is finally going away. We can feel some sort of cool breeze. But in that courtroom, I can tell you it is not cozy at all. It is not cold. It's hot. Theft of property, Moses Cooper, not guilty. So 2 counts, not guilty for Moses Cooper, the former controller of the FIA. 2 counts, Moses Cooper, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. We are awaiting the next counts. Hearts are beating, folks. Verdict is in. This is the defining moment. But remember, these defendants have got the remedy of an appeal to the Supreme Court available to them. That is, if they accept this judgment and file an appeal, an exception, they can go to the Supreme Court of Liberia and file an appeal. An appeal option is not available to the prosecution. It is believed that the state has got all of the resources and the state should be able to convict and render down a verdict from the jury beyond reasonable doubt. So the state doesn't have that luxury of running to the Supreme Court to perfect an appeal. No. That is why the state has got all of the resources to prosecute a case beyond all reasonable doubt. Money laundering, Moses Cooper again, not guilty. 3 down for Moses. He must be dreaming of the promised land as we speak. Moses Cooper, not guilty, economic sabotage. Moses Cooper, not guilty, theft of property. Moses Cooper, not guilty, money laundering. Criminal facilitation and criminal conspiracy remaining. The former controller there at the Financial Intelligence Agency. Money laundering, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. The updates are filtering in, and once we get them, we will update you immediately. Criminal facilitation, again, he is found not guilty. So Moses Cooper is deemed to not have conspired or facilitated this. So 4 for Moses Cooper. So far, only he get 4 green pass mark on a report card. Moses
we know
Cooper
that Samuel Tuer as well
not
going to
guilty
have
for criminal
a pass
facilitation.
mark too.
1 more count for Moses Cooper. Is he going to come out all green? He must be thanking his God as he speaks now. He must be praying and holding on to everything constant and he holds holy. Moses Cooper has got 1 more count to go. Criminal facilitation, not guilty. Money laundering, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Criminal conspiracy, that is the next. If he didn't facilitate, how then did he conspire? The question remains. Moses Cooper, ladies and gentlemen, has been found not guilty on all 5 counts.
Wow.
Criminal conspiracy, he again was found not guilty. So Moses Cooper has been acquitted. He will walk out of this courtroom walls a free man. Moses Cooper might most likely drop to his knees and thank his God. He's been found not guilty on all 5 counts. Not guilty. Now is the defining moments, lady. Former Finance Minister Samuel D. Tuer. Former Finance Minister Samuel D. Tuer. So Moses Cooper, the former controller, will walk out. I'm sure he will be in service on Sunday. If they have a service tonight, he might probably attend throughout the course of the week. Not guilty on all 5 counts. Samuel Tuer. Ladies and gentlemen, former Minister of Finance and Development Planning. is next. Of all these co-defendants, he is the biggest of all fish.
Definitely.
He is the primary defendant.
The biggest fish
In fact,
in the
news
building.
making, we use the name of the most prominent person. Hence, Samuel Twer's name has always been in the headlines. What are his verdicts? Samuel D. Twer.
Last person
celebrated
we
his
all ever
birthday
thought
couple of
about
days
that
ago.
they were going to say not
Is he going to
guilty.
get an early birthday present from, or a late, should I say, birthday presents from the jurors? Samuel Twer is next. Moses Cooper acquitted on all charges, all counts, found not guilty. In this grand scheme of conspiracy, according to the state, the jurors have found that Moses Cooper played no role whatsoever and cannot be held liable. Samuel Twer. As hailed by many as the most prolific finance minister ever, his supporters have said, Samuel Twer, economic sabotage, not guilty. Samuel Twer, economic sabotage, not guilty.
Oh my God, the devil, they
So
all
first
the
not guilty for
devils
Samuel
all in
Twer.
hell dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the breaking news. Economic sabotage, former finance minister Samuel Twer, not guilty. He is clear of this offense. 1 down, 4 to go for Samuel Twer.
The devil there in hell there, they are celebrating. I imagine after reading the verdict against
Cleared
Samuel
of economic
Twer,
sabotage,
they
Samuel
threw a
Twer.
party too for him
That
in
blue
hell.
business suit might have relieved him of some cool air right now.
The man knew his fit before
Samuel
even
Twer
coming there. He
is
knew what he
not
had
guilty
done on a cover.
economic
He
sabotage.
knew his fit.
We're waiting for the next.
That's why he was not even scared to come.
Is he going to make all 5 like Moses Cooper? Theft of property, Samuel Twer, not guilty. 2 down.
Wow.
Theft of property, Samuel Twer, found not guilty.
Not guilty.
2 down, 3 to go.
What's your
Samuel
opinion,
Twer is
fool?
slowly hitting down the list of charges. First, economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, Samuel Twer, not guilty. The state is in the room. The state is listening. The state said they had a slam dunk case. Seems like the state missed the ring on these charges. So far, economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. We are watching, folks. We are listening.
Definitely.
Theft of property, Samuel D. Twer, not guilty. Economic sabotage, Samuel D. Twer, not guilty. Money laundering, Samuel Twer, not guilty. 3 down for Samuel Twer.
Yeah.
You can hear the jeering in the background. The supporters are listening. Money laundering, Samuel Twer, not guilty.
The bureau that's some kind of country too. Oh.
2 to go for Samuel Twer.
Yeah.
Criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation.
The bureau that's some kind of country.
Samuel D. Twer, the prime defendant in this case, cleared of money laundering, cleared of theft of property, cleared of economic sabotage. What is going through the mind of the prosecution as we speak?
They know.
The Solicitor General
They know.
said it was a slam dunk case. The jury seemed not to have agreed. The next, we're waiting to see.
This
I
could
can
not
hear
have
some
been
murmuring in
during
the court.
Judge Weah turn. They will make
Is it murmuring
sure
of disapproval
that who
of
they
the next
wanted to
charge?
hold, those judges are going to
Money
play by the
laundering,
cards
not
and hold
guilty.
them.
Theft of property, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. 3 down, 2 to go. criminal facilitation, not guilty. Samuel D. Twe, criminal facilitation, not guilty. Only criminal conspiracy. If he didn't facilitate, how then did he conspire? If he's not guilty of criminal facilitation, the likelihood of being convicted for criminal conspiracy is far, 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 far below. So Samuel Twe has been cleared of 4 counts. 4 down, Samuel Twe.
Still unbelievable.
One more.
I myself, I can't get over this.
More. So if you're just joining us, the former finance minister Samuel Twe has been cleared of economic sabotage, theft of property, not guilty, money laundering, not guilty, criminal facilitation, not guilty. And the last is criminal conspiracy. Samuel D. Twe. I know he's loosening his tie knot as we speak.
You think Samuel Twe there to listen to you people to think Samuel Twe knew
you see them
what
coming
to
out.
expect?
There you see support of the Samuel Twe coming out.
They knew what to
The
expect.
courtroom has erupted Samuel Twe.
You see? They knew what to expect. They knew exactly what to expect. Look at the people, look at them rolling on the ground. Like all the money this man has stolen, you know, ever coming to them. They're coming to them. Can you imagine this? What kind of people, what kind of country Liberia is? Oh, God.
Well, folks, keep in there.
Wow.
Now it's over for Samuel Twe. He's found not guilty of all of the charges leveled against him. That's it.
Yeah. Samuel Twe has been found not guilty on all counts. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Twe and Moses Cooper found not guilty on all of these charges. So we'll be waiting to speak to Mr. Twe. So it is jubilation here. It is total jubilation. Samuel D. Twe has walked a free man.
Look at that. Look at that. You see, Egyptians are crazy set of people. You see, no direction at all. Now, what the one is crying for is Samuel Twe her son? Is Samuel Twe her husband? Is Samuel Twe giving her any of the money that he has stolen? What kind of people is this?
What is this?
That's why Liberia will go nowhere. Liberia will go nowhere.
What is this? The tally from the jury. Okay. The 5 charges.
Look at that. Showing 5 charges. The charges you showing what it has to do with you. What?
So he had 9 not guilty for first charge, 9 for the second, 9 for the.
So tomorrow, when CDC is in power and they have found out that there has been a lot of corruption that have taken place under the UP administration, they dare not go after the UPs. Even if they do, they should not expect to win any case against the UP. Let's continue to eat Liberia up. Yeah, y'all the poor, wretched people down there, instead of you people be fighting, or you people fight for justice and make sure you people you know, or the country is well taken care of because you live in the country, your children are in the country, your family are in the country. Some of you people can't even sleep well at night. Rain pulling down, if it's dropping into your zinc rounds and thing there. You can't even afford to send your children to school. One government official has stolen from the country. Instead of you people wish that this government official is caught and made to return such money or pay for it, that it will be used in order to develop the country for you and your children. No. You are happy that these people walk scot-free because of what? They're sitting on the table with kings and queens and throwing the trash to you people on the ground, or the crumbs for you people to eat. And you think they love you. You think they love, with such kind of money that allegedly has been said that Samuel Twe stole. You know what that money could do for that country? When it comes to the healthcare sector, when it comes to road connectivity, you know what that money could do for you people? And you are excited, rolling around. Like when alligator turning to eat its own meat. For what? How foolish our Liberian people can be. Wow.
Third, 9 for the 4th, and 9 for the 5th.
No.
Okay. So, were you part of the process? So how did you get this tally? You're checking in the court?
Yes.
Are you a relative to any of these court defendants?
Mm-hmm. It's my uncle.
It's your uncle. And how do you feel today? He's found not guilty. All charges.
No, my God. Since last year, so I know where my God is.
Wow. Because that your uncle, so your uncle stole.
But guess what? Do you believe that the court is transparent? Do you believe that the court here is transparent? Do you believe that everything here is transparent? So you can hear
That is a good question that the journalist asked her. Do you believe that the court is transparent? Today the court is transparent because of them, or because it is them. But tomorrow, when it is the turn of the UP, and the court is unable to prove and let the UP to walk, they should not say that the court is not transparent. They should not say that the court is not transparent.
All counts. The former finance minister is going to walk out of that courtroom a free man. He has been found not guilty on all of the charges, all of the counts. Criminal conspiracy, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Criminal facilitation, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. Samuel Twe, as well as Moses Cooper, found not guilty on all of those counts. Tomorrow. It's a good precedent. It's a good precedent. They will be one of the God to the local consider that it will be vindicated.
And that means you trust the rule of law in this country.
For me, I trust the wisdom of the judiciary. If the president is not involved, but when the president is involved, the judge can be temporal.
But this is what the brother keep on the juror. And the juror, they had their own wisdom. Whether he used them with money, they will think what I mean. Tomorrow they get tomorrow feature game in the children. But they will not matter for anybody to what induce them with money, the what? The surrender justice to them.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
So, folks, there you have it. Supporters of Samuel Twer jubilating that he has been found not guilty on all of the counts. They're still in the courtroom. It is 7 minutes to 7 p.m. here. Criminal Court C has been shut close because of the noise from the jubilation outside. You can see the police have made their barricade walls right here with their shields and batons, making sure that this doesn't go out, that people don't run into the courtroom. So the courtroom is a clear distance, and Samuel Twer has been acquitted on all charges, all counts. Samuel Twer. We are awaiting the former finance minister to come out. Popadio, Arthur Johnson said, find them not guilty because the government couldn't prove a single thing. The government couldn't produce any evidence. The government couldn't say where were the money spent. The government couldn't say what benefits did the defendants accrue from those monies. The government could just not produce, according to Arthur Johnson, a shred of tangible evidence. According to Arthur Johnson, the current finance minister, Augustine Kwe-Gafwan, has spent about $6 million United States dollars to intervene in the Guinea-Liberia border tensions. He also highlighted the corona incident that occurred in this country, the coronavirus pandemic, I should say, in this country, that monies were spent. He also said that in 2023, there were emergencies during elections time, and the government needed to have spent, and those monies were spent on credible and tangible threats. The state has lost. A mere theft of property, greater verdict against Nyanti Twan and others. I will read the verdict thus far. So let's go over the verdicts for the following individuals. Stanley Ford was found guilty for theft of property, that is the former FIA boss. Jefferson Kamo was not found guilty for economic sabotage. Jefferson Kamo was not found guilty of theft of property. Money laundering, Jefferson Kamo was not found guilty. Criminal facilitation, Jefferson Kamo was found guilty. Moses Cooper, the former controller at the Financial Intelligence Agency, was found not guilty for economic sabotage, theft of property, not guilty, money laundering, not guilty, criminal facilitation, not guilty, criminal conspiracy, not guilty. Then we move to Samuel D. Twer, the former finance minister, the lead defendant in this matter. Criminal conspiracy, not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. Criminal facilitation, not guilty. All 5 cleared of all. So legally, if I use the legal jargon, Samuel Twer has been acquitted. These are all confirmed reports. Not guilty.
So in the youth power, the territory will be here. That's all not to forget. We'll not forget Mr. Baka. Mr. Baka is the biggest disaster happening in the country.
Yes, of course, we are still here on the grounds of the court of the Criminal Code C, where the lead defendant in this case has been acquitted. My name is Winston Kabadigan. I've been here since morning with the man Diamond Slanger, bringing real-time updates here at Criminal Code C. Right outside the fence is former special aide to former President George Weah, Sekou Carrasco Damero. He's here. He came in solidarity. To Samuel D. Twain.
It was D12 who was lying upon that he put money into Today, we will stand up and tell the American people this is the reason we have to trust the justice system of our country. There's the only place where we can come and listen to people and thank to the jurors for being so independent in their work. And we must appreciate the judge and our justice system here today. If Samuel Twain was going to be guilty today, they're going to send a negative space outside there because he was a person under the charge, discharging resources to tackle national security issues under the first year government of President George Weah. As we see ourselves today, we are happy. We can depend now on our justice system. I hope that they will do, and all of the time will be happy. Thank you, every one of us here.
You're live on spoon. Tell us the feelings. Tell us the feelings.
Thank you, guys.
Is this another belated birthday celebration? Tell us the excitement. How are you feeling?
You know how I'm feeling right now. I feel like I will eat on America. Because I want to say my tape on me today. I'm very fast. Just for the test, on the food. I pay my own way. Not my own way. My sanitary money from here.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Former special aide to former President George Weah, Sekou Carrasco Damero, is right outside the fence. He is here in solidarity with Samuel D. Twain.
So we're live here still.
Folks, it is disheartening, man. It is.
Now
It is
acquitted Samuel
disheartening.
Twain.
Yes.
Now acquitted Moses Cooper to exit the courtroom. We will bring you updated verdict of each. But what the breaking news here is that Samuel Twain has been found not guilty on all counts, all charges. Samuel Twain has been found not guilty. Economic sabotage, not guilty. Theft of property, not guilty. Money laundering, not guilty. Criminal conspiracy, not guilty. Criminal facilitation, not guilty. Solicitor General Augustine Fire was confident that he had this case as a slam dunk. According to him,
the defendants had stated they received the money, and so they also said they expended the money. In his words, he saw this as a slam dunk case. Jefferson Kamo found not guilty on the following counts. So Jefferson Kamo was found not guilty for economic sabotage, not guilty theft of property, not guilty money laundering, criminal facilitation. He was found guilty criminal conspiracy. Jefferson Kamo was found guilty. The former national security advisor to former President George Mane Weah. The victorious lawyer in all of this is Arthur Johnson. Arthur Johnson single-handedly used the 1 hour 30 minutes allotted for his closing argument to admonish the jurors to find the co-defendants not guilty on all charges. If this was a boxing match, Arthur Johnson would have given the Solicitor General and his team bloody noses. If this was a boxing match, it would be technical knockout. The Solicitor General handling this case as the biggest thus far in the fight against corruption within the Boubacar Koune administration has dropped the ball. Augustine Fire has lost this one mercilessly too. Arthur Johnson has written his name in the honors of judicial journals in Liberia. Arthur Johnson is going to walk out of the courtroom 25 feet taller. Augustine Fire will most likely bow his head in shame and walk out. What assurances did they have?
Wow.
What led to the belief of getting a guilty conviction? All of the talk is now over with. So this case is going to affect other cases going forward, corruption cases. This is going to be a precedent. Remember, the state cannot take an appeal.
I said it.
That remedy is not available to the prosecution. Samuel Twe has gotten a late birthday present. He celebrated his birthday and now is going to celebrate his freedom. He was barred from leaving the country, barred from traveling out of the Republic of Liberia, was out of the country when the indictment was drawn, came into the country. There were lots of talks that the former immigration boss was dismissed, suspended, and subsequently let go of for not arresting Samuel Twe. Those are speculative reasons. Samuel Twe said he will go through this entire case and he stayed in the country. And today, you can hear his supporters are singing outside here of the courtyard. Samuel D. Twe, the primary name in this case.
Really, the primary name in this
Finance
case.
Minister to President George Weah. It's getting dark. We are waiting for them to exit the court. Once those giant doors open, you will see Minister Twe and the rest exiting. They are going to come out, I'm sure, in a jubilant mood. Did the state get some convictions? Yet they did. They got some guilty verdicts. But on account of all of what the state said, are those the convictions that the state was targeting? That question is for you to answer. In all of this, Samuel Twe was the biggest of all fishes. He's been acquitted.
Samuel Twe was the major
counts.
one that the state definitely was targeting. So even if there were others being arrested, it still did not really matter to the state.
So the question is, yes, the state got some counts guilty verdict, but with all of the resources vested in this case, if you look at the number of not guilty verdicts as compared to the number of guilty verdicts, the individuals acquitted as well, did the state score a victory? The answer is a dismal no. So we are still awaiting them to come out because we know that the judge will show the verdict sheet to the jurors. Individually, they have to say yes, these were what they voted upon. So we have to remain posted, folks. Samuel Twe braved the process. Moses Cooper braved the process. Jubilant supporters.
A real bad
are
precedent
outside
being set for our nation.
celebrating.
A real bad precedent. And I hope, excuse me, I hope that this is remembered.
We will remain
Tomorrow,
here
when sedition
as we have
starts
been
to cry,
since
woof, woof, woof,
8 a.m. this morning.
try to
It's,
talk
10
about
minutes past
the
7.
court letting, former employees of United Party walking free or other government employees walking free. I hope they shouldn't go hunting these
police
men
still
down or
present
women
here.
down. I hope they shouldn't have everything to say in the world. This is historical.
We are looking to
It is
get that
historical.
passport now. The door still locked.
This is historical.
On TV, we are waiting for Samuel Twe. There we see the Solicitor General Augustine Fire. Let's see if we can get words from Augustine Fire. SG Fire. SG Fire, are you disappointed in the verdict?
You don't know how General.
You said this was a slam dunk case for you. Now you Mr. SG, are you disappointed in the verdict? Augustine Fire is excuse me. Okay, excuse. Go ahead. Okay.
Because they have been fair.
Okay, so Samuel Twe is exiting the courtroom. You can hear the noise. He has been asked to return. The Solicitor General said justice has been served. He didn't look as upbeat as he was during the beginning of this trial. Samuel Twe was being brought out by return in the court. Augustine Fire in a subdued voice saying justice has been served. But whether that was the justice that he spent all of the resources and all of the time for. We see Norris Twe, the brother of Samuel Twe. Norris has been present throughout. So we see Norris Twe is coming out, but we cannot see Samuel Twe. His vehicle is pushing closer. We see Nyanti Twan. So folks, we are awaiting the now acquitted Samuel Twe. You can hear the noise outside. Nyanti Twan, who was convicted on charges, is going there. We are awaiting Samuel Twe. Samuel Twe is still within the confines of Criminal Code C. Samuel Twe, Arthur Johnson, the defense lawyer who stood on his feet for 1 hour, 30 minutes and deliberated the final argument on behalf of his clients. We are awaiting Samuel Twe. The Solicitor General subdued, saying justice has been served. We are waiting Samuel Twe. Arthur Johnson, the victorious lawyer, is coming out. We see Arthur Johnson. Sekou Kalasco is here. Kalasco, how do you feel of the verdict? Sekou Kalasco, what do you make of the verdict? So you can see Kalasco is all smiles. We are waiting Samuel Twe. The special aide to former President Wia Sekou Kalasco is here. So Kalasco is negotiating to be allowed to enter the courtroom, but the police have said they receive an instruction and they have to follow.
Now, folks, are these the kind of people? I mean, let me be honest. Are these the kind of people that you will want back into power tomorrow? Are these the kind of people?
Minister, how do you feel? How do you feel acquitted? He's been bundled into the vehicle. Minister Twe gets in the vehicle. He's been bundled away. No comments. No comments from Samuel Twe. He is in this vehicle and he's going out. Samuel Twe didn't state or say anything. Samuel Twe is a free man. He's an acquitted man. Samuel Twe, all five.
So, folks, tell me, are these the kind of people that you will want to re-elect into power tomorrow or authority? That they know the system to the back of their hands, that they know that they can do anything and get away with it, continue to milk the system, continue to destroy our poor country there more and more and enrich themselves and their families. Are these the kind of people? You want to tell me, folks, that you will sit back tomorrow, you say they're worth being re-elected or brought back into power? Oh my God. Look. Oh yes. You know, the law has been tampered with. The law has been twisted. The law has been taken advantage of. It is so sad. That says one thing. Our law, rules, and regulations are not working in that country. Our law isn't working at all. It's not. Now these people feel so happy, so excited, thinking that they have done good to the nation. They have done good to our people. Are you kidding me? This is embarrassing. This is just common sense. Then today, we are all over the world, in different countries and nations, admiring the development of other people, countries that they have put in all they can into to make better or to make something of. Whereas our own, we got nothing to show. We live in abject poverty, pure darkness, illiteracy rate high, no good medical facility. Are you kidding me? Then our people are hailing these criminals, these rogues. That's Liberia for us. Seriously. It is just Liberia for us.
Go down, low. My baby, this and, oh baby, go down, baby, go down. Baby, this and, yeah, this and.
I really wanted you. I really wanted you. I really wanted you. I really wanted you.
Every day I do another night. She know I'm too real for the fake. Face call won't decline with no neck. Knock like a Cuban link, we don't break. You know that she's some pressure. Her love is my drug, she remind me of cash. She a 10 out of 10, nothing more, nothing less. I knew she was a killer when she took it off the dress. She my love, she my heart, she my guy.
Baby, go down, low. My baby, this and, oh baby, go down, baby, go down, low. My baby,
He left alone with his lawyer, Arthur Johnson. Arthur Johnson left relaxed in his car, zipping his juice, while riding or driving behind Samuel Twe. So this is how now this place looks like. The yard is gradually becoming empty. Well-wisher and sympathizer of the Congress of Democratic Change, where he is celebrating. Where he is celebrating heavily. Samuel Twe is a free man. He has been acquitted. We cannot find our judicial reporter, the man Melvin Justin. So we're going to call it a day for now. My name is Winston Kabadigan. I've been here with my boss, Diamond Slanger. The man Melvin Jackson was right around not too long. We are still in search of Melvin Jackson to give us his legal expertise as his legal.
Yeah. Oh. Roller coaster, people come around when they see your money. Oh, everything I like, tell them say your money fini. Oh, you know what say, you know where you. Oh yeah. They love your girl, that's not there. Everybody we rap it when the fool finish. Oh, everything I like, then they say I live up in you. You know your friend, you know that you, oh yeah. And let me bestie on bestie, I prefer anything. I love you, happy, I prefer my money. Let me drop you off, I prefer my walking. Fuck your being things.
The man be trying to wet to you, but you don't know say that hot black. You know what promise to love you forever, but sharing the body that hot spot. Don't stop. The people you happy to deal with me when you on track. The best are praying for you when begin to hear when they don't say you on stop. Why care for my enemy? If I wrong you today, I will ask for apology. I get treated like family. If I'm running on path, I get started a benefit. All of my homie, I move alone and none of my body I teach it. Man, get up the up. So they be hitting my pet, I'm bossing the secret.
Techies, they be betting the life for they can't afford. They hit their eat like babies. The people used to go to land for you, tell all the land to your secret rapper. I laugh for both of them. You want to all the hand I fair you. But you have to breathe for them. Now get down in the show, you want to go. Or you get down a brother, we see you. Each hour, your baby, now we are. But you take begging for food, to see you. Now get down in the show, you want to go. Or you get down a brother, we see you. Each hour, your baby, now we are. But you take begging for food,
to see you. People come around when they see your money, oh. Everything I like, tell them say your money video. You know who say, you know that you, oh yeah. They love your girl, that's what everybody we rap it when the fool finish, oh. Everything I like, tell them say your live on video. You know your friend, you know that you, oh yeah. And let me be bestie on bestie, I prefer anything. I love you now, I prefer my money. Let me drop you off, I prefer my walking. Fuck your billion things, yeah.
I'm be that shout out my brother. You only see them when I left out of town, right? I can't to tell you, not looking at what you have to the morning. Let body up on and focus on you, but just nobody and be wild. So I'm making you happy and don't give a fuck my pleasing and leave the broke life. Because I tell you a bitch, I'm from a rich man and tell you to form back. I'd rather stay beer and can't much better to focus on love. That's why I want to fool you. They can relate to you in your time room. So now how is here you want? You want to raise a shallow to shine.
Bad man, let me no get time for my haters. Talk about me, in my back, me no get time. Oh, me no get time. Me no get time. So what is life when there's no love? I said, what is life when there's no joy? Why we was born when we gon' die? Why we will live when we gon' cry? Everybody wanna live a good life. Many people wanna take the wrong side. Everybody wanna live a good life, but when many people wanna take the wrong side.
I not keep anything with my eyeball. I swear I've been passing more pressure. If you let cause me for not to judgment, they can put so my skin. I know when you need no food is a bleeding straight. My king that's the heavy for my one, let it go on the head. So to my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Sitting there, they just want me to do it and worry. My blessing for you, won't set up you. I say my blessing para sole. I don't go, I don't come with morale. Blessing rising, let us say I go out. You never run into just say I know out. Let us say I know out. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open more. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open. I say you tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open more. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open. If you tired, put it down. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. To my Lord, my Lord.